Hello and welcome back to Proactive New York. I'm Christine Corrado. With me in the studio today is Brian Cox. He's the CEO of Surge Holdings. Brian, it's so great to meet you.
Hey, good to meet you, Christine. Thanks for having me.
Brian, the business is involved in a few different things here. Retail using blockchain technology, telecom, financial services, digital media. Kind of explain how these all fit together and tell me a bit about Surge.
Sure. Well, Surge is a fintech software company. We specialize in providing financial services and telecommunications to the underbanked. We utilize a couple of other subsidiaries that we own to help us deliver these products effectively and efficiently at a competitive advantage to our addressable market.
Well, before we talk about business, more into the business, let's talk about your background. Your first telecom company you founded from a spare bedroom. How did you really get involved in this business? And tell me more about your background.
Yes, 19 years ago, started the first telephone company out of Tennessee. We grew that company rapidly through organically and through mergers and acquisitions with the goal of trying to provide life-enhancing services to the underbanked. Now at the time, that was copper dial tone. Back in the day before we all had cell phones. But what that allowed me to do was, by providing these services to like I said, the underbanked throughout the Southeast, was better learn this market, better understand this market, better be able to cultivate products that would enhance their lives in other ways. And in 2009, we shifted from regular telephone service to wireless service. We saw the coming of, when we could start sending pictures through flip phones, we knew that there was a change coming and it was an evolution coming, so we got ahead of the curve on that. And this is what evolved to the Surge that we are today.
Yeah, fast forward to today, you're now in Memphis, Chicago, Atlanta, Vegas, El Salvador, and you've recently launched the SurgePays retail blockchain network. Tell me about that and tell me about how significant this launch is for your company.
Sure, yes, you mentioned the locations where we have employees in our operations center in El Salvador. We've got 150 folks in the Surge Army that I referred to. And that's part of the infrastructure and build up to the ramp up that we've done the last 2 years. When we merged the companies into the public company and we started getting ready to take this to market, having built a network of 20,000 stores in the past, I know what it takes to do that. And I wanted to be able to exponentially accelerate that 6 to 7 year curve to get to the stores, to get to the 40,000 stores that that we've talked about and that we've signed the contract for. So to do that, we needed to get the right people in the right places to build the infrastructure. For example, our operations center in El Salvador is ready for 300 seats. We have 100 people in those seats now. We've got the right folks in operational hierarchy in each one of our subsidiaries so that I can come around and talk about the company and be here and be the CEO of the company. And with the SurgePays, that consists of a software interface where we go and we set this up at corner stores. We create a force of familiarness with the software by our wireless service. They have to use the interface to activate the phones. They have to use the interface to top up the phones. We're also connected with all the other prepaid wireless companies out there. So every customer that walks through that store owner's door is a potential, it's a potential revenue. Not only that, but now that customer doesn't have to go down the road to the wireless store. They can go where they shop, 5 to 7 times a week and just add credit to their phone bills. So by doing so, what we've done is we've used wireless and we've used our let's just call it our grandfathered in pricing model to build a relationship with the corner store. We're a profit partner. We're in their checking account. There's a trust. We've passed the moat, if you will. And once we've become that profit partner with these guys, this is the whole reason I got into wireless back in the day. They asked me, well, what else can you sell us? So that was the evolution of when we did our 2.0 version of our software, where we brought in blockchain for the security, the continuity, and the kind of the value-added play there, where we could add all these other modules of CBD products, T-shirts, bagged snacks, beef jerkies, all of these high-volume consumables that the corner store is already selling, that there's a demand for, but that's being controlled by distributors in that region. So we're bypassing the traditional distribution model by being able to bring these products directly from the manufacturer to the stores at a better price, but also giving them a different variety of products, and in some cases products that weren't even available to them because they're regional manufacturers.
Well, you mentioned the corner stores. In your investor deck, I read that your personal goal is to have 100,000 convenience store locations in the SurgePay network by 2021. Are you on track to achieve that goal?
We're on track, and we know We had the ramp up and build out phase of our company. Now we're in the execution phase. We signed a contract with a trade organization that has 110,000 member stores. They're a great partner for us. We're right now in the priming and activation phase of the first phase of 1,000 of those stores. So with our contract being for 40,000 of their stores, obviously it's a good chance for us to show a good marriage with them so that they take us to the rest of their 110,000 stores. But in addition to that, my background, and we've built and been in this business for a long time, we've got folks that we can call up that we will be deploying in independent sales organizations around the country that service stores already, whether with another product or, for example, that they set up them on the merchant processing, the credit cards. So they have a network of relationships. And one of the things you'll hear me constantly talk about is relationships. Our goal, we're not a wireless company. We're not, people look at things that we do. We're a relationship company. We've been able to use software to connect manufacturers, retailers, and ultimately benefit customers. So everybody in that food chain either saves money or makes more money. So that's kind of the solutions providing software mindset that we've had to address this market.
Well, as you scale and you kind of hit these company goals, you are trading on the OTCQB, and I know that you have filed to uplist to the NASDAQ. What's kind of the reasoning behind the NASDAQ and why uplist now?
Well, the NASDAQ was the goal on day one. We used the OTC has been a great place for us to get our sea legs, if you will, to learn. I always use the phrase, it's like the minor leagues learn how to hit the curveball. So we've been able to learn the rules, but we've been able to build our team. I mean, obviously, getting the right attorney group, getting the right investor relations group, getting the right people in place, learning the rules and making sure that we're ready for this. Now, as far as the uplist, we did file for our NASDAQ uplist. There's some governance things as far as independent board members and some other just kind of strategic things that we need to do. But as far as the timing, I didn't really my goal was not to go to NASDAQ and talk about what we're going to do, or hey, if things fall directly or if the stars align. I wanted to show people, hey, look, this is what we did, this is what we're doing, and look at this. There's a building block of revenue, of an inflection of growth that you can see, and multiply that out as we're gaining. It's traction on where we're going, and better show people so that they can make up in their own minds and see, hey, this company has got revenue, they've got it, they've built it, they're going, I want to be involved with these guys. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to following your story, Brian. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. Hey, I sure do appreciate it. Good to meet you.